Hello Collective, thank you for stopping in to J Jaguar Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and get a quick read out here for you today. I hope all of you are doing well. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the tarot first. We'll do this one. Let's go ahead and get a couple cards for the collective's energy. Just a couple of cards, please. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles. Okay. The King of Wands, reverse. What is the energy around the collective? Five of Wands. The Moon, upright. The Ten of Cups. All right. All right, guys. So I'm getting your energy as just very stable, collective, very stable with the King of Wands reverse. I'm kind of getting that you could be like taming your, carnal desires. You know what I mean? Like having some self-discipline over, your passions, your desires. You're not just letting them control you is what I'm getting with that King of Wands reverse. So very stable in King of Pentacles energy. You could be a man or woman, take it as it resonates. And I feel like you're taking some fast moving action in the Knight of Swords energy. This could be due to some conflict in the situation surrounding you. It kind of feels like you may be moving away from a situation due to maybe an argument or some type of illusion over like a Ten of Cups. So someone could be upset that you're making your way onto your Ten of Cups or something like that. Someone was trying to create some type of illusion here to keep you in this place. Because look at this. It looks like you're like fighting. It looks like you're fighting like a bunch of people to get out. All of these foxes, these tricky foxes hopping around everywhere, and you're just over here trying to get out of the mess is what I'm getting here. Somebody could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What you're directly dealing with is something that's taken a long time. We have the Knight of Pentacles energy coming out next. So like it was taking some time, but now it's starting to speed up something for you. Maybe you have gained some type of perspective on something, maybe an Ace of Cups here. Your love for someone or someone's love for you. Three of Wands. Wow, collective. It looks like you're about to take, action here on something. It seems that you've been planning. It definitely has to do with love, your love life. You've been patient in Temperance energy, and you're manifesting this. You're manifesting a Ten of Cups. Wow. You're trying to, maybe someone thought you were hiding something, okay, is also something I'm getting out here. We have Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You could be, being very emotionally nurturing to yourself. And I feel like part of this emotional nurturing is figuring out what your heart really wants. And you're following your heart instead of, the the passion of a situation. Maybe you're realizing that passion isn't everything, physical looks isn't everything, and that's not something that's going to be long term. It also speaks of not being shallow, you know what I mean? Only out for what you can get or how something looks rather than how it makes you feel, right? Yep, the World card at the bottom of the deck. So definitely beginning a new cycle. And I feel like you are moving away from something, or you're cutting something out, or you're just doing a lot of self-regulating, like what it is that you want to do, what makes you feel good. You know, from this, if you are the masculine energy or watching for your masculine, I'm kind of getting here that you could be practicing, you know, the retention of your fluids, right? I know that's like a thing, but I got that energy off of this. The retention of your fluids or celibacy or something like that going on here as well. And you've been doing this for a long time. I feel like you're in it for love, and I feel like you have the stability that you were looking for. It may have taken some time for you to get this stability, but I feel like you're feeling very good about your position right now. I'm also getting not making any rational moves or sudden moves either. And I'm also getting like stepping away maybe from some type of practice. I'm not sure what that means, collective, but that's what I heard. That's what I got, that you're stepping away from some type of practice. And I feel like you're right on the verge of taking action on something you've been planning for quite some time, some type of like new horizon that you've been waiting for. Whoever is in this Five of Wands collective was definitely trying to test your patience. It almost feels like they were trying to build up some type of illusion with that Moon card and the Five of Wands. This is a group of people, community, or something like this. It almost feels like trying to keep you content or trying to keep you blind, or you were blindsided by something. And this has something to do with your feelings for another person and that Ten of Cups energy. This could involve a family as well. A family of people who were trying to hide something from you. A family of people who were hiding something from you or trying to keep you from fighting back or fighting for what it is that you want. And you were patient with whatever the situation is with that Temperance card. I feel like you really assessed something, observed something from a very calm, rational perspective. Somebody was doing something here, though. I feel like somebody with the Moon card and the Magician were definitely doing something behind the scenes with energy manipulation, that's for sure. I feel like someone got exposed doing this as well. All right, let me see what else. Can I get a couple cards for what's going on in the collective's energy? Just a card. Yeah, it's like someone was trying to confuse you with the paradox. But it's like you found out what it really is and what it really isn't. And this is why there's some type of fast-moving action in your energy, collective. Can I get another card for the situation surrounding the collective? So 3 cards wanted to come out. You know, this one's been coming out a lot lately. The Sovereign. You could be really taking your power back. You could be really straightening out your crown, right? straighten it out, fixing it up. There's horns on that crown as well. So Taurus, Virgo, Aries, or no, not Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or Aries. Sun, moon, rising, or you could just have those highly aspected in your chart. But this wanted to come out with the observer. Wasn't I just saying that? You observed something, or you watched somebody do something. Maybe you watch somebody shift before your eyes. And maybe this had you take a step back from someone because you realize they are not who they really claim to be. You've been watching this person. This could also mean that whoever is in that Ten of Cups collective, if you know this person, you could be observing this person take their power back and just witness how, you know, adaptive they are to situations unseen with the moon energy. And this could be inspiring to you. You know, don't shoot the messenger, but I feel like someone was taking advantage of you when it came to using your weaknesses as some type of control tactic, especially when it came to what it is that you desired. If this was schmexually, I feel like someone may have been using that in some form. Or you're figuring out that whatever information you came across could have had something to do that you were dealing, could have had something to do with someone you were dealing with, who maybe you were dating, or maybe you were sleeping together, and it changed your entire perspective of this person because of whatever it is that you found out, and it's completely turned you off to them. You know what I mean? We have transmute. There's some type of conflict being transmuted here by you, collective. It's being transmuted by you. And the bee speaks of, you know, a hive. Maybe more than a couple of people here could be realizing something about this hidden issue. It does feel like someone was trying to cover it up, but you're transmuting it. You're transmuting it into some type of Ten of Cups. So it almost gives like a backfire for whoever is on the other side of this situation, collective, because whatever they're sending towards you, all of that energy that you're transmuting in this magician energy, you're just putting it into like what it is you actually want, especially when it makes you emotionally fulfilled and happy. Maybe whoever is causing the conflict is starting to figure this out, that every single thing that they've sent you, you've been using that energy to push yourself forward. And they could be just figuring that out now. Maybe this whole like temperance magician energy that you're in kind of confused them a little bit, because you're very calm, right? From the outside looking at you, but on the inside it seems like a lot more is going on below the surface. You had plans to do something, and it involves some type of Ace of Cups. And I feel like you've thought about this Ace of Cups for quite some time too. Maybe you really want to have a child one day, or you really want to have a family one day. Or you're doing the best you can for your child, right? Maybe you're a single parent. That could be it too. And you're making plans to get you and your family or your kids away from some type of disaster. Can I get a card for the bottom row, please? The Pillar, yeah, you're going through some type of portal. Portal, a new beginning with the World card. Something that you have been planning. I really get this like you want it to be sturdy too energy, and I feel like you've done your homework. There's some type of knowledge that you've built over time. Can I get one more card for the bottom row? Ancestors. So you're getting the help of your ancestors as well. Your ancestors are showing you how to transmute something. The Outlaw card wanted to fall out of the deck. So you're definitely going against the grain, or at least that's how it seems to these people who want you to do what they want you to do. You seem like the outlaw, the outcast. You're not listening, you're not falling in line, and I don't think you plan to either. And then we have patience again. Something took a lot of patience here, maybe to find out some type of truth, to see something clearly. And I feel like this is something that I feel like you went inward with as well, like tried to get answers from the Most High Divine, your spirit team, on where to move or when to move or where to move, and something about setting up boundaries as well. I'm kind of getting the energy collective that you're starting to find something out. I feel like you're starting to find something out, that something will not happen unless some changes are made, is what I want to say here. Because in order for you to reclaim some type of energy, there has to be like there has to be some type of discipline. I'm getting discipline, not only with yourself, but I feel like with others, you know, the whole boundary setting thing. Because I'm kind of getting the energy collective that you may have felt like things were not moving fast enough. But you realize that the reason why it felt that way is because it was not supposed to move very fast. You were supposed to learn some type of patience. And now that you have, something is coming to an end. I just saw the Death card. A Scorpio could be involved. Yeah, see, something had to end in order for you to ascend. So death and ascension. I keep seeing wings out here. Wings to me would mean, you know, like flying away from something or seeing something from a higher perspective. Or maybe you felt like someone clipped your wings and now you're getting your wings back. Somebody didn't want you to go through this ascension. I feel like that's what the conflict is about. That's what the illusion is about. Is someone knew that once you reflected or had this moment of clarity that you weren't going to put up with the shenanigans anymore. But they're trying to make you seem like you're an outlaw, though. Like you're the one causing all the problems. I feel like there's an issue here as well with you, collective. Something about holding on to something too tightly, but now you don't even want it anymore. Because you know whatever situation you're leaving only holds like unhappy endings and destruction, is what I'm getting. Well, that seems like a pretty good reason to leave a situation. If it's ruining your life and it's going nowhere fast, I could totally see that for sure. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and get another one, guys. Oops, one of them fell out. What was that? Something fell out. It said acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So you know there's people in this situation that are never going to change. Maybe you are one of those people that's waiting around for somebody to do the right thing or make the changes they need to make. And you're just, you don't want to be the person forcing it on them. So you're just patiently waiting. And I feel like that's what you did. Like you gave someone their shot. You gave someone their chance. And it doesn't seem to have gone well. I feel like something here is like And I'm feeling it in the energy collective. Like something here is a major turnoff for you. I don't know what happened. I don't know, who exactly you're turned off by, but I feel like something's changed within you and you're ready to like let something go for good. Honesty. So someone may have lied to you. That's why. So with the honesty and the King of Wands reverse, somebody may have cheated on you or just lied about what they were doing behind your back with other people. You had to be honest with yourself. Maybe you were staring the betrayer right in the face and they still lied to you. They still decided to lie, even though you're just like, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I feel like someone was banking on keeping you confused. I feel like it worked for a little while, but now that you're starting to figure it out, things are starting to move very quickly for you, collectives. Things are starting to flow very nicely again for you. I feel like you're starting to feel and get back your energy too. So this could have been a situation that's very draining, very complicated, and someone was expecting you to just sit in it. And I'm kind of getting like someone sitting in the middle of a room trying to undo an entire tangled ball of yarn. And I feel like you're just throwing it to the side, like, why am I even doing this? But something here triggered that though. I feel like it's maybe someone you thought you could trust just straight up lied to you. This could have been someone you really had feelings for. Or you realized that there was no genuine feelings there, that this person was only sticking around for the sex or the energy or money. And this is what you had to be honest with yourself, is that you had to see this person for who they are. Doubt. That coming over here with the Ten of Cups, I feel like someone was trying to possibly have you confused or doubting some type of connection that you have with another person that could actually be very emotionally fulfilling. The Ten of Cups. Yeah. And you're releasing that. You're realizing that a lot of the things that people did, said, or tried was to try to hide something. I release the need to know all the answers. That's also another thing I'm getting here too. I really feel like you were meant to have to sit in something. Maybe so you could get a real good look at it. This is what the ancestors wanted you to do, is realize what this Five of Wands is all about. You had to learn something from this. I really do get that, in order for something to change. Otherwise, if you didn't learn from whatever this is, I feel like you were, either you had already repeated it a few times and you just refused to let go, or, after the second time, you're like, okay, I get it. But I feel like you at least had to go through something more than, it kind of feels like more than a couple times to get this one right. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what I see in the cards. Maybe you had to work on self-confidence, self-esteem, courage. success. So this time you are going to be successful. I mean, I got that with the pillars. I feel like you are reaching this milestone, or you are passing whatever this test is, lesson is, whatever it is. Now I feel like you are going to have some type of Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. I feel like this Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups wasn't going to be here unless you had learned something, because bringing that Five of Wands energy into like a Ten of Cups situation with the Ace of Cups is just not going to work out. There's also something here about being honest with your feelings as well for someone. And you've also successfully done that. So like you've also successfully accepted your feelings for another person. Could be a Sagittarius. Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Courage at the bottom of the deck. Didn't I just say that? Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So something here about your confidence you needed to work on in order for this to happen. Maybe you don't see yourself as a very attractive individual. And, you know, it's just not true, right? It's just not true. You're realizing that you have great qualities, right? And maybe other people were just trying to get in your head. I'm getting that. And you're starting to realize, like, why do I even care what other people think about the way I look, right? Right? Let me see what else. Let me see what else is going on. Here, let me grab one of these. All right, guys. Can I get another card for the collective's energy? Another card. Omens. So you're starting to see some type of signs. And I'm getting undeniable signs. Like maybe you're starting to see more crows than usual. Or like you're starting to see repeating numbers that kind of resonate with you when it comes to something big shifting in the energy. It almost gives you know, that energy of like the first will be last and the last will be first type of energy. Somebody could be 31 years old, or you've been seeing signs of whatever this is coming since you were 31 years old. And I feel like it's here. I'm also getting that something that somebody was doing to you doesn't work anymore. And I feel like this is some type of energetic manipulation in your energy. And I feel like the reason why they can't do it anymore is because, I don't know, they got a visit from something. We'll just say that, okay? They got a visit from something and it was not a pleasant experience is the energy that I'm getting off of that. So like you are protected in this situation by forces like you may not even know about or see. And I really feel like you know, like Mandela effects or portal jumping, or things that you once thought to be true are turning out not to even be true at all, or timeline jumping. Something like that is definitely happening in this read, because it's a little weird, because I'm kind of getting the energy that what existed in a parallel universe that you were in at one point doesn't exist in the one that you're in now. And this could just mean that you have a different perspective of the way you used to look at something. But I feel like it's deeper than that, for sure. Should I get a card for what's going on in the collective's energy? Another card, please. Duality. So you're finding your other half. And this could be internal as well. maybe the reason why you've been running into a lot of issues is because you're too far in your masculine energy, or you're too far in your feminine energy. And these could be toxic masculine energy, toxic feminine energy. It wasn't balanced, is what I'm getting here. And now that you're starting to balance it out, you're starting to see changes in your everyday life. Yeah, for sure. You know, with that branch too, I'm also kind of getting that someone could be extending some type of olive branch to another person. Someone was trying to get somebody to doubt the connection so that you would not balance things out with another person, or that you could ever do that. So there could be something here about like someone saying you weren't good enough for another person so that you would stay away from them. I'm also getting that someone intentionally hid information from you or hid the answer from you on purpose, something like that. Because there's, you know, with the duality, there's light and dark in everything. I also get you're learning some type of new skill as well to deal with these strange happenings. Because you're definitely looking into a situation. Definitely. And you're realizing how much energy you've put into that situation and what it is you got back. And I feel like it was not balanced. And now you're starting to take whatever that defeated feeling is, whatever that unhappy feeling is, and turning it into something that is pushing you forward to some type of success. Maybe you felt like you weren't worthy of love, but you definitely are, collective. You are worthy of respect and you are worthy of love. All right, we have the creativity 39. So definitely some type of party, network, group, community, something like this. You were pouring and pouring and pouring into other people's cups and not getting anything back. I really feel like your spirit team kept you in this situation so you would learn something here, collective. I really am starting to get that feeling like there was no other way you were going to move unless you were going to learn your lesson. And I feel in this energy too, collective, that you want to go somewhere. You do. I feel it in the energy. You want to go somewhere, but you just don't have the green light, or you're waiting for some type of sign. Or you're just being very honest with whether or not you're ready or not. Maybe you feel like you aren't ready, even though you've spent so much time getting ready. I feel like you're just on the verge of being like, yeah, I'm going to do it, right? Is what I'm getting here. But it does involve you having to end something here. But the ancestors, like, free will is definitely out here. You can do whatever you want. But I feel like to reach this place that you want to go to, the ancestors are not going to let you pass until you've learned whatever this 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups energy is. Until you recognize it, look it from the inside out and everything that it's all about. Because I feel like if you don't learn something here, wherever you go, it's just going to seep back into your life, more chaos and conflict. And in order to have a 10 of Cups life, energy, partner, whatever it may be for you, the ancestors aren't going to drop someone into your lap and then just have you ruin it because you didn't learn a lesson of some sort here. Yeah, that's not happening. And I feel like that's why I'm getting this strong presence of like, you know, Gandalf, you shall not pass type of energy until you've learned your lesson here. Something here has to involve you growing, being committed to the growth. I did see that with the King of Pentacles energy. Building up your energy, building up your confidence, not letting your desires rule you or your choices. All right, let me go ahead and grab another one. Here, we'll do these ones. Rise wanted to fall out. It's a butterfly. So definitely some type of transformation. And I'm getting, you know, that you are a very attractive person. I don't know why there's like some type of confidence issue here. Maybe it's just, I don't know, the people that you're around or something, because I do get like you're struggling with that. You're struggling with your appearance. You're struggling. I mean, you could be struggling with some type of sex addiction, but you're getting it under control. That's for some of you, not all of you. Because I feel like it's being put right in your face by your spirit team. Like, yo, look at this. Look at this. And I feel like you're getting the hint. So healing wanted to come out reverse. That kind of means to me that like with that Ace of Cups, if you are unhealed, there's no way that's going to come in. If you are unhealed, there isn't going to be any success. There isn't going to be an Ace of Cups. You're not going to go through this portal. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. I feel like the divine, the ancestors, they don't care how long it takes you to figure this out. But what stands firm in this read is if you are not healed, you shall not pass. That's what it is. That's what I'm seeing here. And you know, like success looks different to everyone, on everyone, right? I feel like the type of success that you're aiming for or that you want requires some type of healed version of you. You could even be getting signs that someone in this situation, this Five of Wands, may have been playing on your addictions or pulling the strings on you to keep you from your success or having some type of successful Ace of Cups situation and to keep you unhealed. This could also mean that someone was causing issues to keep you from presenting some type of Ace of Cups to another person, because this person knows that whatever this Ace of Cups is going to be healing you even further and restoring balance to your life. Crystal vision. Yeah, you can definitely see something. I'm getting the observer energy about some type of like friendships, community, conflict. I feel like you really, you did something here where you were quiet. Nobody knew what was going on in your emotions, in your head. I don't feel like, I feel like someone here may have tried to get information about what was going on with you internally through some type of divination or some type of seer, psychic, clairvoyant, whatever, to get a better read on you. I feel like they were getting really creative about how they would see into what you're doing because you didn't say anything, or you're not saying anything, or something like that. But I feel like whatever this is, they were led astray. I feel like your ancestors, whatever information these people got, or this person got, whoever tried to get the information, I feel like they were going to manipulate that information in some type of way, and the ancestors blocked that. It was to keep things off balance in this situation. Here we go, the Star card. Somebody could be an Aquarius. You're seeing the signs. You need to heal. You need to heal from some type of, I feel like, overindulgent community, maybe with a few other people. There's also like a hint out here with the moon energy and the Magician that someone was definitely doing something behind the scenes on purpose to manipulate you, to keep you from following your intuition, to keep you from healing. And I feel like as time went on, because you can see it here, healing reverse, crystal vision, all of a sudden you see something clearly and now you're starting to heal. And at the beginning, when I split the deck, there was that 10 of Wands in that Tower. Or wait, that was in the pre-shuffle. I'm sorry. That was a pre-shuffle. But yeah, that did come out in the pre-shuffle. So you could be releasing something, and through releasing that, it's triggering some type of Tower. You know, there could be some type of deep-seated wounding that needs to be laid to rest when it comes to the patriarchal side of your family, something that has to do with the father or masculine energy. This could be something that someone often pokes at to keep you unhealed, maybe somebody in your family. Or maybe it's just something that keeps coming back around to you, something that has to do with maybe your father or how your father treated you, whether you're a woman or a man. This could be some type of answer to why it is you feel the way you do when it comes to your self-confidence, or when it comes to doubting a happy family, a happy wife, happy husband, happy life. Maybe you've seen something go down with your parents or one of your parents that's kind of, it's still an open wound, okay? It's still an open wound there. I can feel it. It's still open. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. We'll go ahead and grab a couple from here. Could I get a couple cards? I just heard no rush. So someone wants you to know there is no rush. So someone may feel like you're rushing, or your ancestors feel like you're rushing. Winter's dream, gestation period. So something could be happening in winter time. I just heard time is an illusion. Or, yeah, something about, you know, everything is happening here right now. No present, no past, no future, just right now. Everything is happening right now. I don't know why that's coming in like that. So don't rush, and everything is happening right now. So I'm kind of still getting the energy that your ancestors may feel like you're still trying to control something here. And I'm kind of feeling like they don't like it. So whatever you're trying to control, the more you try to control it, I feel like the longer that this is going to take, is what I'm getting. Because I don't know why that's such a big thing for this. But yeah, I feel like something has to take time, something that's being built here, something, the gestation period, something's being created inside to be birthed. This is going to take time. Someone could be a life path 9. 31 could be significant. 63 could be significant. 26, 39. Or something's been like frozen in time for so long and now it's starting to like melt away. Ooh, this could be like something that happened to your heart chakra or something like that. Like it's starting to like fall away or fall off because you're doing the inner work. And it has something to do with a very painful situation that happened to you, collective. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. So something was definitely holding you back here. I don't know why there's no crows, but I'm hearing crows. So crows could definitely be significant. Or you've been seeing them a lot lately, or black birds, or like a raven or something. Whatever you're doing is well hidden is also something I got. Something about the stagnation had to do with your emotional fulfillment. I feel like what the ancestors want is just like for you to heal your heart, because if you try to move forward without doing that, especially with someone else or in another connection, I feel like it is just not going to happen, especially if you're trying to force something here when you're not even emotionally balanced. There's just going to be more chaos, more Five of Wands energy, and I feel like the ancestors are pointing that out right now. Like if you do not have some type of emotional control, anything that comes after that is just going to be something else that's going to keep holding you back. And I really do get the energy here that they do not want you to rush this, and they do not want you to try controlling the situation in any way. They want you to work on your boundaries and step away from some type of chaotic situation is definitely what I'm getting here. And to stop doubting some type of 10 of Cups situation and how you have this Ace of Cups feelings for whatever this is, this 10 of Cups. All right, collective, that was the read. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share if you feel guided to, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.